Hello everybody, it's Andrea's Transformation video blog number 7. This week, it's been a couple weeks now actually since I've done a video blog, but this week's topics are going to be a little less positive than you're used to hearing from me. I've been really struggling this last couple weeks because I've been under a lot of pressure with work and time restraints with rehearsals and things like that. I've been finding it very difficult to find time to properly plan and to exercise, although I do get some sort of activity every day. Even on my rest days, I do still manage to do my crunches and my push-ups and my planks and my mountain climbers, or this month's challenge is squats, so those are actually very interesting as well. But I guess my stamina has gotten, or has been reduced anyway, certainly. Today I ran for 25 minutes, and I've been running, but really short runs because I haven't had time to do, a 10K run in an hour. So as a result, now I'm finding that I don't have as much stamina as I did before. So either I'm going to have to bite the bullet, buy a headlamp and some winter running gear, and start running outside, because a treadmill is just not pushing me the way I need to be pushed. So not exactly sure how I'm going to handle that. But I'll carrying on. And I haven't been doing my HasFit videos as regularly because I've been doing all these challenges and stuff, so that's kind of taking time from there. So I've kind of started wondering, why am I getting like this? Am I getting to a point where I'm getting tired of this journey? Am I losing my motivation, concentration? And really, when I sit and think about it, I realize that it doesn't take motivation and concentration and focus. It takes making one good decision at a time. And I've started allowing myself to make poor decisions. It's like I'm trying to talk myself into being bad when I know there's no real reason to be bad. For example, I'll say something to myself like, a normal person can go to a restaurant and have whatever they want and not feel bad. Why can't I? And then I realized, well, you know what? I'm not a normal person. I am a food addict, and therefore I cannot have that cheat meal today, because tomorrow I'll want it again, and I'll have it again. And I made excuses for myself before, and now I'm not going to make excuses anymore. So if I want that cheat meal, I will darn well earn it. And I won't just have it on the spur of the moment. I'll plan for it and make sure it fits into my calorie goal. So anyway, that's where I am this week. I'm feeling like the scales haven't moved very much in December so far. They moved a fair bit in November, so usually if you have a really high month, the next month you'll have a slower month, so I shouldn't worry about it. My goal of losing 7 pounds in December, so that I'll have 100 pounds by the first Monday of January, looks like I'm probably not going to meet it. But you know what? If I don't, that's fine. I'm still pretty darn close. And if I do, that's pretty awesome too. If I reach my 100 pounds in February, it doesn't matter as long as I reach it at some point, right? Next thing on my list for this week's blog, Roxanne Rousel actually asked, how do you kick your friends in the butt when they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing in terms of their own weight loss journey? So that's an interesting question, Roxanne. And what I have found since I've started this page is that it keeps me more focused, and it helps me to do better when I'm more accountable to you guys. Well, it was at first. Just like I said, this last week or so has been a bit tough, but it's because I've been, well, there is no excuse. I will get back on track. And Roxanne, you will get back on track too. I'm going to hound you like a dog. I'm going to post my runs, and I'm going to post my meals, and that will help both of us. So the trick to helping others with their weight loss and with their motivation is to tell them how well you're doing, so that they realize that they can also be as strong and successful. And I know you can do it, Roxanne. You've inspired me You were the one that got this Drinking Friends group started, and you were the one that made me accountable. And I've lost this 95 pounds because of your motivation and your presence in your group. So now it's my turn to kick your butt. Glad you got that new rower that Santa brought you. Anyhow, and what else was there this week? That's it, I guess, for the week. And if you have any other questions or comments or concerns or anything, please feel free to let me know. I don't pretend for a minute that I'm perfect. And I post a lot of things and my own opinions and things that have worked for me. And I know there are people who don't agree with things that I do. And if you looked through my diary log, my food journal for the last month, and compared it to my food journal for the last 11 months, you would see that I've really been allowing myself things this month that I would never have done before. And part of me is really afraid that that's going to lead me to start gaining back my weight. But the other part of me, the rational part of me, knows that I will never, ever gain back this weight because I will never allow myself enough of excuse to do that much damage to myself. So, I guess next week's goal is going to be start getting up at 5 a.m. again. The problem with that is I have rehearsals in the nighttime, I have concerts at night, and work all day. If I get up at 5, then I'm not going to be rested enough to do my concerts in the evening. Anyway, I will figure it out. One way or another, I will keep exercising and I will keep eating properly. The other thing is, too, I don't want to say, okay, well, I'll just let December go and I'll start again fresh in January, which is what a lot of people are tempted to do. But I can't do that because I could do a lot of damage in 1 month. I could gain 10 pounds in December and then I'll be 15 pounds away from my 100-pound goal. So, you've got to really be careful. Anyhow, not much else I can say for now. If you have any other questions, please inbox them to me, and we'll start making these video blogs a little bit more informative and a little bit less about talking about what's been going on in my week. The other thing about this transformation is that it's not just about your physical, it's also about your emotional. So try to always, every day, find something to be positive and thankful for. I've been posting these non-scale victories and things that you are proud of. You should really pat yourself in the back for them. And things that you didn't do so well, you shouldn't beat yourself up over them. You have to recognize that mistakes are in the past. The past is over. You can't change it. No amount of feeling bad about it is going to make any difference. But you can learn from it. You can't change anything that happens in this world. You can't control everything in this world. You can only control your reaction to it. So always have a positive attitude. Always feel proud of your accomplishments. Don't beat yourself up for your little shortcomings or your little failures. And just learn from them. Find out what was it that triggered you to have that chocolate chip cookie through the Tim Hortons drive-thru, or whatever the case might be, and try to avoid it next time. I see we're getting past almost to the 9-minute mark, actually, so I'm going to cut it off here. Thanks for listening, and we'll have another video blog again before Christmas for you for sure. In the meantime, get in those questions and comments. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.